quick disclaimer before we begin, guys. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Our body is made up of 70% water, which means our muscles are in fact made of 70% of water, meaning hydrated muscles are happy and flexible muscles.
Hello guys, welcome to day 7 of my 7-day front splits fitness challenge. I'm so excited for today. It is the last day out of this challenge, and I'm actually kind of sad because I've been having so much fun recording every single day. It's not only kept me motivated, but I hope it's been motivating you guys. I'm super excited for the next 7-day challenge that I'll be doing. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing, so comment down below what you want to see next. As you guys know, I mentioned the other day that we'll be putting everything together we've talked about. We've talked about glutes. We've talked about hamstrings, we've talked about inner thighs, we've talked about quadriceps, we've also talked about, what else have we talked about? Hip flexors. The first things first, I hope you guys did that warm up already. Let's get started standing up. We're gonna do a couple squats to warm up our glutes and our thighs to get those two out of the way. So standing up nice and tall, feet about hip width apart or a little bit more if this bugs your hips. We're gonna be doing 20 squats today, so let's get started. Feel free to add some weights on your shoulders if you'd like to today, but otherwise just do it with me. Let's get started. We do 20 and up. We do 19 and up. We do 18. I'm bad at counting today. 17 and up. 16 and up. 15 and up. 14 and up. 13 and up. We do 12 and up. 11 and up. 10. We're almost there. And 9. We do 8. We do 7. We do 6, getting nice and warm. 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, we're gonna stay here. Take your arms to your ears. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Sit low, 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 low for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretching your knees, going to our forward folds for our hamstrings, ladies and gentlemen. Both hands over top of our front feet, or feel free to take your hands behind your calf to pull your body closer towards your legs into our forward fold. Slight bend in our knees here. Shake your head yes, and shake your head no. Relaxing your neck here, making sure you're holding no tension. Let's clasp our hands behind us, open up our shoulders, stretch our knees a little bit more, get deeper into the stretch, get a little bit closer to your legs. And if you'd like to here as well, guys, you can walk your hands behind your heels and pull yourself even closer to your legs. We're gonna hold this for 10, 9, feet are about mat width apart, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands in front into our downward facing dog. Take your feet close together, guys. Pressing your hands firmly into the floor. Your shoulders might meet ears, and that's totally fine. Keeping your heels grounded on the floor, pressing your back to straighten out with your hands on the floor. Lifting our right foot up first to our 3-legged dog, keeping our hips stacked. Maybe flexing that foot to make sure it's parallel. It's not facing the side for 3, 2, 1. Point your toe, walk your hands back. We're going to lift up to our standing split or our needle. We're gonna pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide that working leg that's at the top through into our high lunge with that right leg or left leg, whichever leg was up above in the air, into our high lunge. We're gonna take our hands on our knee for 3, 2, 1. Really squaring off those hips here to make sure that our hip flexors being nice and stretched. And we're gonna tap our back knee down for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Place your knee all the way down, shift your weight forward, and we're gonna shift it back, flexing our front foot, shifting it forward, and shifting it back. We do that 2 more times, shifting it forward, and back, and forward, and back, walking your hands towards your front leg, making sure your nose is moving towards your shin, not towards your knees, and curling your back, straightening out your line of your spine. Nice little rhyme there. Shift forward, back into your lunge, point your front toe out, place your elbows down on the floor. We're gonna lift our back arm to face our front leg. Inhale up here, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Reach around, grab your back foot, grabbing your back toe to stretch your quad for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release your back toe, place both elbows back down. Now staying low here, guys, point your front toe to the front this time. So we're getting a little bit deeper in our lunge this time. So my knee is facing the front, not facing out anymore. Facing the front. If you need, you can go onto your hands here. So if you're on your elbows, you're gonna stay on your elbows, stay low, and we're gonna switch to our center, keeping your body low, keeping your seat low into our center lunge. If you're on your hands, that's totally fine too, just staying low as well. And we're gonna flip back to our high lunge. From here, we're going to straighten our front knee, step your back foot a little bit closer into our triangle pose. Let's flex that front foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that front foot all the way to our standing split one last time. And put it down. Walk your hands and feet away into our downward facing dog. We do it all again on the second side. Take a second here to pedal out your feet. Now let's lift the opposite foot to our three-legged dog, flexing our foot, making sure that our hips are square here. So we're really stretching out that bottom hamstring, making sure our hips are square. Now walk your hands to your foot into our standing split or needle. We pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, slide that back foot, that's our needle, through the front into our high lunge. Take your hands off the floor on your knee, holding it for 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna tap our back knee down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your knee down. We're gonna shift back and forward 4 times. Back and forward. 2 more, back and forward. Last one, back and forward. Staying here. Place your hands back down over top of your front foot. Point your front foot out to the side and place your elbows all the way down into this little inner thigh / glute stretch. Inhale, lift your back arm to the ceiling to face your front leg, and we're gonna reach around to our back foot into a quad stretch here, into our lunge. Good, and release that foot. Point your front toe parallel now, so we're deeper in that stretch. You should feel a really deep stretch underneath your hamstring. And we're gonna flip to our center lunge, either on our elbows, staying low here, or on our hands, whichever is comfortable for you today. Staying here. And walking back forward to our high facing lunge. We are going to straighten our back knee, straighten our front knee, and we're gonna flex our front foot in our triangle pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sending that leg back to the back in our needle into our standing split, and send it down. Now a full forward fold, grabbing the back of our calves. Bend your knees, or you can wrap your hands around the back of your thighs, and we're gonna stretch our knees, staying close to our knees and close to our legs. Good, place your hands back down, straighten your knees. Let's lift our heels up and down. And again, lift your heels up and down. Bend your knees, and let's slowly roll up. Slowly rolling up. Awesome, guys. Go ahead and go grab a Theraband for the next portion. And let's go ahead on our backs, taking a block underneath your sacrum for an extra stretch. If you'd like to work on oversplits, or if you just in general like to push yourself a little bit today, we're gonna put it underneath our sacrum. So go ahead and lay down on the block, place it underneath your sacrum, which is about where the line is of your yoga pants. And you're going to take the band underneath your foot. Stretch your foot up, either with your knee bent here, keeping your sacrum on the block, not letting it lift up, keeping your pelvis down, or you can straighten that back leg, keeping your heel on the floor. And we're gonna push against the band for 5, 4, engaging our hamstring, 3, 2, 1. Pull it closer to our body. Again, pushing it away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing it. Last time, pushing it away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing it closer. Pulling it as close as you can, keeping your hips square, keeping that bottom knee stretched and that bottom heel flat on the floor. And we're gonna switch sides, so go ahead, unfurl yourself, place the band underneath your other heel, and we're gonna push against the band for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. We do it 2 more times, pushing against the band again, engaging our hamstring for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing it. We do it one last time, guys, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Pull it closer. Letting your knee get closer to your chest, keeping that bottom foot underneath you, not letting it waver out like I just did. Keeping it right underneath you, pulling your leg closer. And relax, guys. Good. Shake it out. Release both feet down flat on the floor. All right, guys. Sorry about that. My dog was freaking out. There were garbage disposal guys outside, and you know dogs, how dogs are, trying to protect us. But anyways, guys, go ahead onto your knees, onto all fours for today. We're gonna do a couple hip stabilization exercises. Feel free to take one block underneath your supporting knee. Just make sure that your foot is not resting on the floor, so no cheating. So you're actually hovering off the floor. My back foot is pointed. We're gonna do opposite arm to opposite leg like we usually do in our dance/Pilates classes if you've done my ballerina workouts before. Keeping your back tall. As we inhale, we reach our arm and our leg away from each other. As we exhale, our elbow goes to our hip and our knee goes to our chest. We do that 5 more times. Inhale, reaching past ourselves. Exhale, elbow goes to our hip, knee goes to our opposite shoulder. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, bring it in. 3 more. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, bring it in, keeping our back leg parallel. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, bring it in. Place both hands flat on the floor. We're gonna do a couple fire hydrants to engage our glutes a little bit more. We do 16 and back, 15 and back, 14 and back, 13 and back, 12 and back, 11 and back, 10 and 9. We do 8 and 7. We do 6. We do 5, almost there. 4 and 3 and 2. One last one. Hold it out here for 3, 2, 1. Take it back in. Reach your hand and your leg far away in that opposite arm to leg reach. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your hand down, keep your leg high. Place your elbows flat down on the floor, keeping your back foot off the floor. Both feet are off the floor actually if you're on the block. And we're gonna lift our leg up, keeping it parallel, and down. Back to neutral where it was parallel to the floor. We lift it up and down. Inhale up and down. We do 8. This is number 4. And down. Number 5 and down. Number 6 and down. Number 7, last one after this. Number 8, staying up here for 3, 2, 1. Press back onto your hands. Keep your leg as high as you can and slide that leg forward into a pigeon pose. And we're going to keep that block underneath our back knee. To get a deeper stretch, you can alter yourself if you need to put it underneath your shin or whichever, but we're in our pigeon with the block underneath our back knee, sinking lower and lower. Feel free to readjust yourself here if you need to. Good, guys, sinking lower and lower. Maybe walking your hands away from your leg. Good, press your hands firmly into the floor. Slowly make yourself back up. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So placing the block underneath your opposite knee if you're using a block. If you're not, you're just sliding into a regular pigeon with no block. Let's get started, guys. Other side, opposite arm to leg reach. We do, how many did we do on the first side? I think we did 6 of them. Inhale, reaching away. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reaching away. Exhale, bring it in. Really test the balance. Inhale, reach it away. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reaching away. Exhale, bring it in. Good, guys. Inhale, reaching away. Exhale, bring it in. Last one, inhale, reaching away. Exhale, place your hand flat on the floor. We do 16 fire hydrants, lifting up and down. 15, and down. 14, and down. 13, and down. 12, and down. 11, almost there, down. 10, and down. We do 9, and down. 8, and down. 7, we do 6, we do 5, and 4, we do 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it back in. We do one last reach, reaching as far as we can, holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your elbows flat on the floor. We pulse it up for 1, and down. 2, and down. 3, and down. 4, and down. And up, and down, and up. Let's do 2 more on this side. And up, and down, and up. Staying here. Now press your hands on the floor, keep your leg lifted, and thread it through your pigeon. Either modified pigeon here with the block underneath your knee, and feel free to wiggle your leg a little bit further away from you if you're challenging your over splits today, and walk your hands away, relaxing into the stretch. And slowly make yourself back up, walk your hands back up, slide your legs around into a butterfly just to stretch out our glutes a little bit. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding forward into our butterfly stretch. Good, guys. Go ahead, go grab 2 blocks for everybody. If you have 2 blocks, great. If you don't, 2 books work perfectly fine, or a set of pillows. We're going to put our blocks to either side of our front foot. Now from here, guys, I want you to untuck your back toes. We're in our lunge. So both blocks are in front of our front foot. We're going to slide our front foot forward, keeping our hips low, keeping a slight bend in our front knee. Doesn't matter if you're flat in the splits here. We're gonna keep our front knee bent because this is super beneficial for everybody who has their splits and doesn't. So if you don't have your splits, you wanna make sure that your heel's not underneath your knee anymore. It's actually lengthened a little bit more so that your knee's tiny bit stretched. It's not 90 degrees bent anymore. You're gonna slide down and down and down. If you do have your splits, this is actually pretty much an oversplit for your front leg. You just wanna make sure that you're not opening up your hips and you're using the blocks to help you lower down with ease. Feel free to take the blocks to the side of you if that feels more comfortable. For me, I find it's more comfortable, but some people might prefer it in front. So we're just gonna slide down, getting lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you're in your splits already, you can slide all the way down to your splits and fold forward. If you're not, keep a slight bend in your front knee and just try to fold forward if you can. Again, just stay in the block stretch here too with the help of your blocks. For 3, 2, and 1. Good, guys. We're gonna go on the second side, the exact same thing. So go ahead, grab your blocks to either side of you, either in front or to the side directly, depending on what your body needs. But we're gonna start with it a little bit in front into our regular front-facing lunge with our knee on the floor. Now slide your front foot a little bit forward, keep your hips low. So don't do what I just did, keep your hips low. If you can, slide on the floor into your toes if you're on a mat, and slide forward, keeping your front knee bent, sinking your hips lower, keeping your chest up. For 10, 9, getting lower, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sliding all the way down to the splits if you can, and maybe folding forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, guys. I hope everyone got deeper into their splits after this week. Let me know in the comments down below if you have your splits, if you have your over splits, or if you're working towards your splits. Thanks again so much for joining me, everyone. I had so much fun this week. I know today was a bit short, but we did all of our work this week, and I just wanted to put it all together. But anyways, thank you again so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and until next time, bye now.